disaster from Japan.
We are really happy to be able to present in front of all of you at the final of Imagine Cup. Since we're not native speakers, we might sound a little awkward. But please be patient, sit back, relax, and listen to our passion. Thank you. Now let us introduce ourselves. My name is Shunta Nomura, localizer and writer. And you are?
My name is Hitomi Sato, art director. And you are?
My name is Yoshitsugu Maekawa, programmer.
Our game is titled Blue Field, with theme of revival from disaster. We have selected revival from disaster, being influenced from natural disaster. We have introduction.
Sorry. From the influence from the experience of natural disaster we had experienced last year. And we want to show an opening movie of our game.
2011年3月11日マグニチュード 9.0 地震発生そして地震と津波により町は荒野と化した。数日後変わり果てた故郷に呆然とする人々。そこに現れた
Whoa, how did you like it? Our opening movie of a game, Blue Field. Well, before we start talking about a game, let me do one thing and one question. Let me just sit down. I want to be close to you guys. We have one question I want to ask all of you. That is, do you remember the natural disaster that struck Japan last year? You do? Oh, many people do. I'm so happy. Well, I suppose maybe many people knows, but just let me tell a brief background, just in case. On March 11th, 2011, Japan has experienced the most powerful earthquake ever to have hit Japan. And due to this earthquake and tsunami, Japan has suffered from a great loss. Many buildings were destroyed, many people were carried away, and the only thing left was rubble. 25 million tons of rubble covering the entire town. After this experience, we have thought we want more people to know, to understand what has actually happened in Japan last year. And most of all, we want people to feel the hope we have experienced through restoration. And with that message, we have begun our project, Blue Field. And as you can previously Suppose you will see, we have focused especially on the problems with rubble. The reason why we chose this is because at the point of July 2012, in many areas, removal of rubble is still in progress. And on this slide is shown how we have represented the problems with rubble in blue field. And to make it clear, the objectives of this game, let me give two objectives. One is to remove the rubble, and two is to restore town.
Next, game movie is shown.
このゲームはリアルタイムストラテジー。鍵となる瓦礫を状況を把握しながらユニットを配置して素早く片付けることがとても重要になります。ユニットは主人公、撤去班、救護班、3種類の重機です。指導者である主人公はすべてのユニットの行動を指揮します。また自らもトラックを操縦し瓦礫撤去に貢献することも可能です。このゲームの要である撤去班は瓦礫の撤去とすべての重機の操縦を行います。単独では細い路地での撤去作業ができ、広い場所では重機に乗り込むことで効率よく作業ができます。救護班は撤去作業中に怪我をしたユニットを治療します。怪我をしたユニットは作業も移動もできなくなるので早めに治療することが大切です。瓦礫の撤去作業を強力にサポートする3種類の重機、トラック、ショベルカー、ロードローラーがあります。トラックは瓦礫の運搬を中継し、ショベルカーは一度にたくさんの瓦礫を持ち上げることができます。またロードローラーは地割れを起こした道路を補修することができます。これらのユニットをうまく使い、瓦礫に埋もれた町の復興を目指しましょう。あなたの指示が町の人々の未来を変えます。
For the creation of maps, we have created an original tool shown on slide. We have recreated maps and locations many times and created maps used in the game today. Because we have created this tool, we were able to manage both level design and world view. In Bluefield, houses restored, the music changed depending on how far game has progressed. We wish this historic disaster through Bluefield from graphics, sounds, and map designs.
Well, we've been talking a lot about to record historic disasters. And it was our end goal to record. But to tell the truth, we have passed our end goal at an early point. But we have kept developing our project because we have realized of the potential this game has. What this game can do is not only to record, but we can share. we can share our experience and knowledge to prevent future disasters. And this method does not only refer to the disaster that struck Japan last year, but the same method can be used for all disasters across the world. From that point, we have kept developing our concept and came up with a new genre, documentary game. So, what is documentary game? And what can documentary game do? Well, documentary game is a genre that records historic disaster in a form of a game and is aimed to share experience and knowledge to prevent future disasters across the world. And in order to create documentary game, there are 3 points that must be achieved. That is, 1, record the historic disaster in a form of game. 2nd, to tell about the disaster to people all across the world. And 3rd, to create the strong bond of international cooperation by sharing our experience and knowledge of disaster. And in order to create documentary game, there was one huge problem we had to face, and that is the problem with language. For people who's not used to English, they won't be able to play this game with this text. So we came up with a solution to use no text at all for the entire game. And instead, we have came up with a solution of 1, user interface, and 2, background music.
First, using UI inspired from Metal UI, we have created a menu that can be played intuitively. For cases, we are seeing the transition, such as return to the title. Sorry.
We have expressed this as shown on the slide by showing the next scene that is going to be available. For example, if you put an eye cursor on the icon return to title, the title screen will be shown vaguely on the same screen, which results user to be able to understand visibly with no text.
Thank you. Second is background music. Background music is looped throughout the entire game. Music changes seamlessly. The game has progressed. Let's see this movie about music. So, as a result, we have created a game that can be played intuitively. No text, with experiencing the game with just visual and sounds.
So now, let's see our cool shot of a game and how it is actually like when you play the game. March, we couldn't understand what has happened because we have lost too much at a single club. We couldn't take it. But many people were saved due to support from people all around the world. And from this, we have learned that international cooperation is indispensable for disaster-striking countries. Our team, Esperanza, has come this far to achieve our goals. Our goal, to share our experience and knowledge of disaster, to create strong bond of international cooperation, and to prevent any future disasters. With our game, Blue Field, and through our new genre, documentary game.
Last but not least, we would like to thank all the people
We would like to thank all the people who helped us to be able to be here, and all the people who gave us a chance to present in such a good position. Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。